Hey everyone, in this video, we are going over something extremely exciting. This is a video about my initial thoughts of the difference between ChatGPT 3.5 versus 4.0. And so we have both of them in this clay table, and we're going to go in and figure out what we think the differences would be. So I already have a lot of content pieces and chats going with ChatGPT. And before we dive into the actual examples, I just wanted to give some of my high level thoughts. Immediately, my first overview of the difference between 3.5 and 4.0 is that 3.5, I guess a 4.0 does a much better job of giving you the results in the context that you actually want, which we're going to go into in a little bit. 4.0 does also a much better job of evaluating complex asks. Like a little bit later, we're going to go over, hey, this company's hiring for this job title. What does that mean? And how is that job title going to help them fulfill on their company mission? 4.0 does a much better job of that. And then also, it is just far more creative. I asked it to do something pretty unique as far as giving businesses ideas on how to use clay as a product. And it came out with much better results when we did that. And so, one thing that I didn't do with any of these ChatGPT integrations is I did not have a chat with it. I didn't train it at all. It's just the raw output from what we were doing. So we have some of these example companies here that we all basically know these companies: Salesforce, Red Bull, Gong, 1Password, Ocean, Testbox, Seamless, Zoom, Gymshark, Brex, Taplio. And I put all these companies so that we could switch back and forth and basically already have an understanding of what the company does. So the first thing that I did was I generated what is the mission statement of the company using ChatGPT 3.5, and I used 4.0. So if we look at Salesforce, it says bringing companies and customers together on a number one CRM to change the world for good. But see how it says mission in the front there? Let's check out 4.0. Connecting companies, and customers through the number one CRM for global change. Pretty similar, but see how, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, we don't want it to say mission. I don't want it to put quotes. I don't want it to say Ocean.io's mission, right? It just gets straight to the point. So again, you see how we have Ocean.io's mission, hyper-targeted B2B sales and marketing through prospecting, right? And then here it gets straight into it right away. So that's one thing that I really appreciate. See, the mission of One Signal, empowering businesses with omni-channel messaging to create meaningful customer connections. One Signal aims to empower businesses with, it just gets straight into what we actually want, and there's less mistakes that if you were to use this, you don't have to do as much cleaning and sifting through the information. The next thing I did is I looked for companies who are hiring for open job roles, and I didn't put any filter on it. I just let it rip and just wanted to see what it would come back with. And as you can see, so the question I made here, let's show the prompt on this one. So we did two messages. I basically said, you're an assistant helping me write sales emails to potential customers. I guess I should have put emails, but we won't change it now. And I said, I will give you two inputs. The first will be a company description, and the second will be a job title. Create one sentence about how hiring this job title would help the company move towards fulfilling their mission. This is the company description, and this is the job title that they're hiring for. And I gave them both of those pieces of information. And so let's see. Red Bull, let's bring our companies along with us for the ride. Okay, so Red Bull wants to hire a student marketer at George Mason University. 3.5 says, hiring a student marketeer, that's funny. Oh, they said marketeer, okay, at George Mason University would help Red Bull fulfill their mission of giving wings to people and ideas by creating a stronger presence and building brand awareness among college students. Okay, pretty good. And then this is GPT-4. By hiring a student marketeer at George Mason University, Red Bull will effortlessly expand its innovative presence and influence within the campus community, further driving the mission of giving wings to people and ideas in more than 170 countries. So a little bit more specific. I would say these were actually pretty similar if we get right down to it. Let's see, hiring a community outreach coordinator can help outreach fulfill their mission by developing and executing a strategic plan to engage and educate potential customers about their system of action, which in turn can lead to increased sales opportunities and revenue growth. And then let's go over here to GPT-4. Whoops. Hiring a community outreach coordinator, one, would further boost outreach's mission of powering sales success by effectively engaging with local communities, increasing brand awareness, and fostering meaningful relationships, ultimately contributing to even greater results and revenue growth. for your esteemed company. So one thing that I want to note here is that it really took the context of the community outreach coordinator into what the actual job was going to be doing. Here, it doesn't really get into the fact that community is a way that people will drive results. Here it did. Not sure if that's just a roll of the dice or what it might be, but it did mention that community outreach over there. Let's see another one. Okay, so Gymshark. Hiring an assistant merchandiser will help Gymshark better manage and optimize inventory levels, ensuring that our products are always available to inspire individuals to achieving something extraordinary. See how it switched to first person there? Our products, right? By hiring an assistant merchandiser, Gymshark will further streamline their product management process, ensuring that their innovative fitness offerings continue to inspire and empower individuals across the globe to achieve extraordinary feats. Again, a small difference here, but this would kill you in an outbound campaign if you actually mentioned it. So they say, our products are always available. And here we're speaking and saying their innovative fitness offerings and things like that, keeping the context the same. So pretty similar outputs, I would say, nothing revolutionary, but GPT-4 does do a better job of processing the information and, turning that into things that you'd actually be able to send. So now here, this is probably my favorite one to show off, and I can't wait to work on this even more. Essentially with this, I gave a little bit of a context of what Clay does as a company. And I basically said, hey, using this company's description, how would we build a list for this company? And how would we help them with our product? And give some ideas in a bullet point fashion. So I literally said, we run a software that helps companies build creative lists of prospects, consider the company's description, and create a plan of how we would help them grow. This is the company's description. Great. Answer in 3 bullet points with 1 sentence in each bullet point. Mention creative data points we could search for to build interesting lists for company, basically building lists for who is in the most need for their product or service. So now what I found with this is you'll find that sometimes GPT 3.5 gives ideas, but it keeps it pretty general. GPT-4 gets right into the meat of it, and it does a really, really good job of that. And so if I can find some of these while we're on the video, that would be great because I was looking for them. We'll look at this one, right? Oh, so what company is this? Let's go back. This is Help Desk. Let's bring all of the companies over so we can see. Whoops. Okay, so email pitch for Help Desk. As a first step, we would help identify IT and CRM professionals who frequently face challenges with help desk management and CRM software using social media listening and online forums. Not a bad idea. We could build a list of companies struggling to streamline their ITSM and CRM processes by analyzing their website analytics and identifying areas for improvement in their customer support processes. Our team could identify potential clients that have rapidly expanding businesses and may require a more comprehensive help desk and CRM software solution to scale, blah, 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 blah. Not bad. Let's look at what 4 came out with. Bullet point 1. Oh, that's not great. I wish it didn't say that. Identify businesses with high volume of customer interactions or IT-related issues by tracking social media complaints and analyzing customer support ratings, as these companies may greatly benefit from help desks software solutions. See, way, way more in-depth right away. Much better idea. Well, it might be the same idea, but it gives way more context to the idea. Target startups and small to medium-sized businesses in growth industries such as e-commerce or technologies, as they are likely to need efficient and comprehensive help desk and CRM software to manage their rising customer base and IT requirements. Not a bad idea. Bullet point 3, focus on companies that are currently using outdated or inefficient help desk systems by researching online forums and review platforms, as these businesses may be actively seeking new and improved software solutions to better manage their IT and customer support needs. Awesome. So you see how it just gets much more into the weeds of everything. So let's take another one. Let's just grab Kajabi. So this is ChatGPT 3.5's ideas for how Clay would be able to help Kajabi. Identify and target knowledge entrepreneurs who are currently using multiple platforms and tools, and showcase how Kajabi's all-in-one knowledge commerce platform can simplify their business operations. Creative data points. Search for those who are currently using other e-learning course creation platforms, Teachable and Thinkific, those who have recently started a coaching or mentorship business, those who frequently post about online courses or knowledge products on social media. Not bad. Even 3.5. That's really not a bad idea. I just don't like, and in a lot of ways, we would fix this formatting if it came down to it by just chatting back and forth with it of exactly what we want. Reach out to industry experts and influencers who are willing to promote or recommend Kajabi to their audience. Creative data points, search for those who have a large following on social media and frequently post about e-learning or online course creation. Those who have a successful coaching or membership business, those who are currently using Kajabi and have positive reviews. I can't wait for ChatGPT 4.0 puts out because these are actually great ideas. Utilize content marketing to showcase the success stories of Kajabi's clients and how the platform has helped them achieve creative data points. Search for Kajabi clients who have been successful and grown their business using the platform. Those who have unique or interesting businesses, language learning courses, DIY courses, art courses. Those who have a large following of social media and you can share their success with their audience. Not bad. All right. Very excited to see what 4.0 comes out with. All right. So again, this is Kajabi. Target audience. Compile a list of knowledge entrepreneurs, course creators, and coaches in various fields who are primarily using multiple or fragmented platforms to manage their online presence and showcase how Kajabi's all-in-one platform can fit their needs. Now, for the big difference here, I like how, and maybe this is getting picky, but notice how 4.0 actually put in the type of people that Kajabi wants to target right there. That I would say is the biggest difference here. Keyword-based potential clients identify individuals and businesses using search engine and social media queries related to online course creation, e-learning platforms, membership management, and other related terms, indicating that there are possible need for Kajabi services. Okay, so it's basically pitching Google ads. Okay, we'd have to train it a little bit more on what Clay does. Market gaps, research underserved industries and niches that could benefit from Kajabi's platform, such as small niche online communities and specialized skills training programs, allowing Kajabi to enter markets with limited competition. Not a bad idea as well. So that one's pretty good. I'm going to go over one more, and then we'll take it from there. Let's do 1Password. What list ideas did ChatGPT come up with for 1Password? We'd start by identifying companies that have recently hired new employees, as they likely need to set up new accounts and need added password and data security measures. Not a bad idea. That's really good. I hope 1Password is doing that. We'd also look for companies that have experienced any recent data breaches or cyber attacks, as they would benefit from our clients' protection systems. Great. Yeah, that's true. Additionally, we would search for companies with a remote workforce, as password and data management can become more challenging with a diverse team. Nice. That's really good. And that's from 3.5. That's awesome. All right, here we go. Target businesses using multiple SaaS platforms. Compile a list of companies that use a variety of software tools and platforms, indicating a higher need for an efficient IAM and password management solution. Great. Focus on companies with remote and hybrid teams. Identify organizations with remote or hybrid work setups, as these businesses tend to rely heavily on these digital tools, and make them ideal prospects for 1Password. Really good. Leverage data on security. Leverage data on security breaches, research and include companies that recently were a part of them, and blah, blah, blah. So again, similar ideas, but in ChatGPT 4, it goes more into the weeds of it. And so this is just the beginning of our exploration. I literally just wanted to create this announcement, tell everybody that 4.0 is in Clay now. I'm going to do a lot more playing around with it, but as you can see, there's some pretty major differences here. 3.5 and 4.0 might have similar outputs, but 4.0 is just so much better fleshed out. The formatting is better. The ideas are better. It's more creative. It handles complex tasks better. It's just all around phenomenal. And so, yeah, thanks for watching this video, and keep on following for more updates about what we find for using ChatGPT in outbound prospecting.